Good morning, afternoon, or night. My name is Eduardo Velasquez. This is Aristoteles Prieto, and we are debating if climate change is an actual danger or not.
I don't think climate change is also linear, but because as we have seen in history, the Earth has go through different cycles and changes of the temperature, and this doesn't have affect the existence of life.
Well, while the Earth has had different cycles in the weather patterns, I think right now it should be taken more seriously as human action can lead to consequences from uh, and it has proven to be the reason for some consequences and some meteorological changes.
But I think like these statistics have been like exaggerated because they only talk about bad and bad things, but the statistics don't consider that also the ozone layer had like several damages. Now is repairing. Actually, like every year is repairing, so it's closing. So another time, like cycles, then it goes it's harmed the ozone layer, but now it's recovering.
But we still should take seriously the amount of change that we have seen recently, such as stronger storms or rising sea levels, since though those problems can lead to very, very, very hard repercussions in human life.
But those dangers like are also part of the cycles that I'm talking about because like when something changes, like it has to have repercussions, and those repercussions are real. Uh, they are natural disasters, but we should invest money in order to protect the people i- who might be susceptible to suffer the danger of these natural disasters. And I think the media exaggerates the things that happen with climate disasters, as they call it, because they are only natural disasters, and because now we hear a lot of things happen when natural disasters, and years ago we didn't. So that's suspicious.
Yeah, it's pretty, yeah, the media scares a lot of people, but we're talking about like scientists saying that it is socially a danger. No, the media scaring people is another problem that, well, shouldn't happen, but it still does. And also how people take those kind of that kind of information. Because, well, it is important to consider that if the sea is rising, well, 80% of the human population lives like 100 miles from the coast, and those people are in at risk depending on when they are. Like if all the ice on Earth melted, South America would have two inland seas, Australia would have one inland sea. For example, in the US, the Florida will be completely gone. Cities like New York, Boston, Washington D.C. will be gone or damaged. So while the media does uh, does do a job scaring people, uh, they shouldn't do that, and people also learn how to take that kind of information and take the risk seriously.
But if media exaggerates it, how need to have something to sustain there. So we can say that scientists are also exaggerating about this only to create fear among society. Like, for example, they have an interest or because they fear of climate change when there isn't that bad, and maybe they will only want to have recognition about some people.
Well, yeah, but I think that they don't have an actual like good reasons to scare people. There's some that definitely do scare people, but most scientists actually don't do that. I believe they have no reason to.